Human beings have caused a crisis for the earth that is monumental. It is so enormous we cannot even get our minds around it. The terms global warming and climate change hardly give any indication of what's going on. All over the planet, the deserts are increasing. Supplies of fresh drinking water are thinning. Drinking water is disappearing. The forests are disappearing. The fisheries are collapsing. The bark beetle is poised to take out the whole of the boreal forest in North America because it's been weakened by our poisons, drought, global warming, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's attention is focused on the collapsing financial markets, on the slowdown of the economy, because the modern world is all about making money. But what's really collapsing isn't the financial systems and the economies. What's really collapsing are the Earth's ecosystems, millions of years in the making. And they're collapsing almost overnight all around us. The Arctic is at the tipping point. The oceans are at the tipping point. Political leaders say almost nothing about this. The media keeps everybody focused on the finances, the slowing down of the economy. If the economy does not slow down, the Earth doesn't have a hope. Why is the Earth systems collapsing? Because the way we ultimately all make money is by ripping off the planet. And the planet isn't going to take it anymore. We have never gotten the Earth right. The deepest truth of our civilization is that the Earth is its real foundation. The Earth is our life support system. All those species disappearing, millions of species disappearing week by week, the rainforests going, the oceans poisoned. These are our own food chains. We plunder the planet at our peril. And yet so little is being said about it. And politicians seem only able to think in terms of a couple of years down the road. The native peoples used to make their decisions unto the seventh generation. The Earth's time scale is in terms of millions and billions of years. The planet is 4.5 billion years old. That's a very long time. It has taken the Earth 60 million years to create a rainforest. We're destroying it in 60. We have never gotten the Earth right. Human beings look out and they look at a tree. There's an ancient tree right outside this window. And what's the old growth forest? What are the ancient trees to human beings? They're a cheap source of board feet. The simple truth is, in ways that human beings have no understanding of whatsoever, the trees are like the native elders. All the wisdom of the planet is stored in them. The trees uphold and maintain the entire biosphere. This is something human beings haven't a single inkling about and certainly could not do for themselves. The ancient trees uphold the whole biosphere. We are destroying them at our own risk. We have never gotten the Earth right. And now the state of the planet shows that it's the indictment of our whole civilization. All of our theories, all of our ideas, especially about ourselves, and all of our ideas about the Earth. And we come out of a long tradition of male thinking. We are the lords and masters of the planet, and the planet shall do as we say. Well, it's the Earth that's calling the shots. And if we do not begin supporting the Earth is no longer going to support us. The most drastic prophecies about the Earth are those of James Lovelock. Now, Lovelock is a scientist who has a very good understanding of the Earth. He coined the term the Gaia hypothesis, that in fact the earth is one living being. And in living beings, every part of the earth is supporting and maintaining other parts of the earth. And it calls us to a kind of holistic thinking that we have never had, because we tend to think atomically. We look at a tree, we don't realize that it's maintaining all the other trees, that it's in connection with the grasses, the animals, the birds, everything. It's all interconnected. We come out of traditions of separating ways of thinking. Lovelock describes the human race as, in his words, we are drifting down the Niagara River in a pleasure boat with no idea that Niagara Falls is just ahead. Now that's a pretty drastic image for where we are. And since so little is being said about it by political leaders and politicians of all stripes, it really does look like, we're business as usual and we're having a good time and we're ripping off the planet to make a fast buck here and there. And whammo, the earth is no longer going to take it. All these things are tied because it's fear that has driven. Fear has driven the destruction of the earth. Fear that there won't be enough. Fear that if we don't get it, our neighbor will get it. And it's very much tied up. It's not just beyond the Piscean era of male thinking. We come out of thousands of years of the patriarchies. And, the patriarchies are male domination, and they function in hierarchies. And they are based on the destruction of the earth. And male thinking has always put down the earth. We reason and think. They function by instinct. We are made in the image of God. No other creature is. The planet was made for us to do with as we like. The catastrophe on the earth is so great we cannot get our minds around it. And it owes to a single source, human arrogance and human ignorance. And these are the times of a great awakening. The shift from fear to love, the shift from male values into the feminine and into women's perspectives on things, and an awakening to what we are doing to the planet and who we really are, and that we obviously have no idea of either what the earth is or who we are or what we're here for.